Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for STEM at Home. Today we have Miss Mulaney with us once again with her wonderful daughters, and they're going to be working on citrus fruit volcanoes. Miss Mulaney and daughters, take it away.
Thank you so much, Steve. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock, and it's STEM at Home with Miss Mulaney. And I have my girls here with me again this week. We have Anna on this side, wave Anna, and Eden over here to my left. And so we are going to be doing an experiment today. Hopefully, it's going to be fun. We've been trying to think of fun things to do. The girls have been helping me definitely keep it fun and exciting. And so today we'll be doing citrus fruit volcanoes. And so you received a list of materials that you need for today. And so hopefully you have it in front of you. And we're going to go through step by step how to make the citrus fruit volcanoes. And we're also going to talk about the science behind it, which I love. And I hope you love too. So I'm going to tell the girls to get to their workstations and so that we can begin. So they're just going to, sorry about the shifting of the table. They're going to move back to their workstations. And in front of us, we have our materials that we're going to use today. We have lemons. We're going to start off with the lemons today. So if you have lemons at home, we're going to do that. We also have some other citrus fruit on the table because we're going to do a little bit of experimenting at the end where we're going to see which of these citrus fruits makes an explosion faster than the other. Makes a bigger explosion. So we have lime and we have an orange. And you may have a grapefruit at home, or if you have lemon and a lime or an orange, all of those are citrus fruits. And so you can use any of them. We also need a knife to cut with, and this is a sharper knife than a butter knife, which we also need. If you're at home and you're a little person, you probably will need, supervision for this. I don't want you using a knife to cut, not this sharp knife. The butter knife you might be okay with, but please find an adult at home, an older sibling to help you before doing this experiment. We also have some spoons. We have a metal spoon and a plastic spoon here. So you're going to need some utensils from your kitchen area. We also have baking soda, which is essential to our STEM at-home activity today to make the citrus fruit volcanoes. We definitely need baking soda. Okay, so we put some baking soda in a measuring cup. We're going to use our plastic spoons to dip the baking soda out of the measuring cup. And last but not least, but it definitely needed to make the activity colorful, is food coloring. And we've been using food coloring, I think, for all of our activities. When we did the slime, we used food coloring. 2 weeks ago, we did lava lamps. We used food coloring. So a lot of our activities have used some of the same things. Food coloring has been a staple, has been something that we've used every time. And so that's what we have. And we just got some paper towels just in case. We covered our table. So if you're at home and you don't want, citrus fruit juice going everywhere, you may want to cover your table. And then we have paper plates so that everything can be tossed away. Everything that we're using today can be tossed away. So let's get started, shall we? All right, I hope you're ready. First of all, I'm going to say our first step is to cut. We're going to do the lemons. Both of the girls are going to do the lemons today first. So I'm going to help with cutting. So you have to cut off both ends of the lemon so that they will stand, so the lemon will stand up on the plate. Can you see that? I'm cutting both ends of the lemon so that it will stand up on the plate. And just move the ends. And I'll cut this one here, both ends. Adults and older siblings at home, make sure you cut both ends of the lemon, just to make sure that the lemon can stand, that the young people have a lemon that can stand up on the plate. Otherwise, it doesn't stand up too well. You determine which side you want to then work with. What side you want to work with here? You want to? Yes, the bigger. Yeah, the bigger side would be helpful. So determine which side you want to work with. Kind of similar there, but the next step that you need to do is to take your butter knife. So I think the young people might be able to do that. Take your butter knife and your spoon, and then you're going to go into your lemon here in the skin, the inner portion where the fruit is, and take your butter knife and dig in and try to scoop some of your lemon out. Oh, gosh. That juice starts running. Your house will smell lemony. So the juice is running there, and the girls are poking the lemon. Oh, you should be having fun right about now. Poking the lemon, getting those juices, and then try to take your spoon and scoop some of that lemon out, because you got the seeds in there. You have the pulp in there from the lemon, and just try to scoop some of it out and around. It might be, you may, go back and take your butter knife, and good job, Eden. Take your butter knife. Christiana might be a little struggling over here. You need help. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so we're going to see if we can scoop. It is. The juice is running out. Can you see that juice? All right, so that's probably good, Christiana. Yeah, that's wonderful. So now, young people, pick out a color, pick a food coloring. I don't know what color you want to choose today. What color do you want today, Christiana?
Green.
All right, so Christiana is using green today. Blue. And Eden is using our favorite color, blue. I don't know what your favorite color is, but blue is definitely my favorite color. So squirt a bit of food coloring onto your lemon. That's the next step. Squirting food coloring so you can see it. You see it? Put it all around the sides. All righty, put it inside. Okay, and now here comes the part where the science is about to start and the fun explosion. Let's see. Take your baking soda, get your spoon, and dip it into the measuring cup there. Get you some baking soda and start pouring it onto your lemon. Okay, so watch the insides of the lemon. See if you can see what's getting ready to happen. Ooh, it's already starting over here. Keep going. You may have to break it up. If you're not seeing the foaming, you may have to break up your lemon a little bit more with your butter knife. Take your butter knife and break it up a little bit. Like that? Yeah. It's coming out there. Show it to the camera. Is yours coming? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see? Look at that. There's a volcano erupting. Do you see the blue and green volcanoes? Yeah, add a little bit more baking soda to your lemon. And it is just a foamy volcano. So you should have some colorful citrus fruit lemon volcanoes right now. If you have the lemon, you may have an orange or a lime in front of you, or grapefruit. But whatever you have, you'll see that color that you added to the food coloring that you added to your citrus fruit and the baking soda coming out. So hopefully you're making the volcanoes at home today, or you may want to do it later on. So let's talk a little bit about what we saw, why it happened. Okay, lemons are a citrus fruit, right? And along with the other fruits that we have in front of us, the orange and the lime, they're citrus fruits. And what do they have in it?
Citric acid.
They sure do. Anna says they have citric acid. Citrus fruits have citric acid in them. And like any other acid, it is a chemical and it has lots of hydrogen ions. Now, that means it has lots of hydrogen molecules. They are bouncing all around back and forth in the lemons, the hydrogen ions. And so the hydrogen ions are what our taste buds recognize. So when we eat a lemon, though, we are tasting the hydrogen ions of the citrus fruit. And it recognizes that it has a sour taste, right? When we eat lemons, they have a real sour taste. Do y'all like lemons?
Yeah.
Yeah, you love lemons? No, even saying no, she doesn't like lemons. But lemons are good. You put them in your water, lemonade. I know you like lemonade. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they like lemonade. So it tastes sour, right? So that's the acid in the fruit that you're tasting, right? And acids like to get rid of their hydrogen ions. And so they do this by reacting or acting with or combining with other chemicals called bases. Right? So the acid in the lemon, the citric acid in the lemon, likes to interact, likes to get together, likes to partner with other chemicals called bases. And the bases, right, we can find has lots of hydroxide ions. Yeah, they have a lot of hydroxide ions. And the hydroxide ions interact with the hydrogen ions, and that's what causes that eruption. So where do we find the hydroxide ions? Glad you asked. We find them in the baking
soda.
Yeah, the baking soda. The baking soda has the hydroxide ions. So when the girls took, or when you took at home, when you took that baking soda and you put it into your lemon, you saw that the foam started coming out, right? You saw the foam and the coloring coming out. And so that was the chemical reaction between the hydrogen ions of the citric acid in the citrus fruit reacting with the what?
Baking soda.
The baking soda. And what is the baking soda? Is it an acid or a base? Base. It is a base. And it has what kind of ions did I say? You remember?
Does it start with an N?
No. Hydroxide.
Oh,
hydroxide ions. So the hydroxide ions of the base of the baking soda reacts with the hydrogen ions or the citric acid of the citrus fruit. And that's why you have that reaction. That's why that bubbling started coming up, that foaming started coming up. All right. And so what you saw was the gas that was forming between that chemical reaction, between that acid and that base, forming a gas. And that makes the bubbles come up. That was gas coming out of the lemon. Did you know that?
No.
Okay. So that was gas coming out of the lemon and making it foam and escaping the liquid there. And it created the bubbles. All right. And so that's the science behind the citrus fruit volcanoes. You have an acid-base reaction. A lot of our reactions in life are acid-based reactions. When you're cooking, a lot of the reactions are acid-based reactions. You're dealing with citric acid or other acids mixing with a base, baking soda or other bases. And you have the bubbles or the acid coming out. I hope that helped you with explaining that. Now, real quick, we're going to do, one of my daughters is going to see about the orange here, see how quickly it erupts. And the other, you wanted to do the orange, I'm sorry. And then we're going to do the lime as well. So I'm just going to cut real quick. Again, cut both ends off. Here's the lime. Yeah. Here's the orange. This is a navel orange. This is so big. Wow. Wonder if the bigger the fruit, let's think about this. The bigger the fruit, would it have more citric acid in it?
Yeah.
So what maybe can we infer or make a hypothesis about these two fruits? What do you think? Which one maybe will make a guess? Hypothesis is an educated guess, you know. Which one do you think would erupt faster?
I think the orange.
You think the orange?
Mm-hmm.
I think the lime.
You think the lime? Okay, so take your butter knife again and your spoon and break it up.
Well, yours already started.
She still had, okay, it may start already to fizz a little bit or bubble because you may have some baking soda still left on your knife. But try to break up the pulp in the middle. That's what we call that fruit there, the pulp, right? And break that up and scoop some out. See if you can scoop some up. The lime might be so tiny that you might can't scoop any. But Eden is working on it right there. And do you need help with your orange? Okay, so, okay, good job, Eden. And Christiana, come on, so we can see this race. Come on. Ready to race and ready to race. See which one. Well, she's still going to add some, a little bit of color to it. Oh, okay. The pulp is ready to come out. Okay, great, good. So add your food coloring. Use your same colors again. Anna used green and Eden used blue. There's a few drops of food coloring. Let's just see which one will win the race. Which volcano will erupt faster?
Mine.
Okay, take your spoon. You might need a little paper towel to wipe the spoon off a little bit before you stick it back into the baking soda and put it into.
No, that's not fair. You started before me.
Come on. Is it erupting? It looks like the lime is erupting quicker.
I just need more
than the orange, probably because it is smaller, and it doesn't take much for that reaction to start. I hope you all understand that. If you have a smaller fruit, the hydrogen ions of the citrus fruit, the citric acid, is going to react quicker with that baking soda because it's right there. It's readily available. That orange is so deep that it's got to get to the hydroxide ions from the baking soda has to get to the the core of the citric acid of the citrus fruit there, the hydrogen ions in there. And it's taking a lot longer for this orange to erupt than the lime or the lemon. So the lime and the lemon kind of erupted a little bit quicker than this big navel orange. I'm sure if you had a smaller orange, it may have gone a little bit faster.
This was a disappointment.
Christiana said
to win.
She said this was a disappointment. She wanted hers to win. Well, you never know. Eden's prediction, her hypothesis, was correct that the lime would be the one that erupted faster. I don't know if you have any questions, but if you have anything, you can put it in the chat box down there, or if you're on Crowdcast. If you have anything to say, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, just, put in the comments. And we appreciate you being here with us today. We have been enjoying STEM at Home. And Monique says, I love it. No questions are there. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Monique, for saying you love it. And I hope you all continue to do these at home. I didn't say last week that if the young people are doing it at home, we love to see the pictures posted up onto our Facebook page. I will get with Steve and we'll see. We did the slime, we did lava lamps, we have done citrus fruit volcanoes. So it would be nice to see some of those pictures of what you all are doing at home, how you stand alone together. And we thank you again. This is Miss Mulaney and her daughters. Another week with you on STEM at Home. Thank you so much. Keep enjoying all of our programming.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you back here next Friday. Have a great one.